Reading book on pausing, written by me, Eric Wadell. First draft, August 2025. Chapter 4. Universal Skills. Our 5 universal skills are universal because they are applicable in every and any situation. They are the natural first steps to spend time with when learning how to pause. They are like the physical ground principles in the world of pausing. The universal skills build upon each other in the order they are written here in this chapter. But they are at the same time individual skills that can be learned in their own rights. Follow your natural curiosity as to which skills you want to spend time with. There are no strict rules to this. What is interesting is to follow your own growth and see yourself go here and there. Allow your learning to evolve alongside yourself. Body. Body could be called our second skill after pausing. If we study and practice core skill pause together with universal skill body, we could in a sense be said to have covered more than half of what pausing is about. I have a body and you have a body. My body is half my world and your body is half your world. But my body is not half your world. Do you see the dimensions in this? Universal skill body is in part about the sheer recognition of and spatial awareness of bodies. I am here. You are there. And over there is a third body. And we are all spatially located with distances and proximities to each other. Another part of universal skill body is that we will gain a sense of balance or of being right in the world when we dedicate about half our attention to our internal bodily state and the other half to the rest of the world. Every and any decision we ever make is the combination of our insides and our outsides, of our body for one part and other bodies, things and spaces for the other part. Universal skill body is about pausing and observing the dynamics between our own physical body and other bodies, wherever we are. Motion. Our bodies are always in motion. Even when we pause, we are not fully still. In fact, it is impossible to fully stop. All we can ever achieve is pausing, which is a way of realizing that we are in constant motion. So pausing is not about trying to stop our momentum. We can be going at great speeds and still pause. We pause, but we do not stop. However, when we pause, we quickly gain a sense of awareness of who it is that is going where to. We gain a sense of directions. This is one part of universal skill motion. When we pause, it is easier to see in which direction we are going. Another part of universal skill motion is to see how fast we are going. We can compare our own speed to the speeds of others, and we can get a sense of timing. With my speed in this direction and your speed in that direction, we will probably meet somewhere right around that certain point, or move away from one another, creating a certain distance. A third aspect of universal skill motion is that we not only move in a certain direction and with a certain speed, but that we also carry more or less weight with us. Here we are talking about weight in a wide sense. Weight such as in how much we have invested in ourselves, going in a certain direction and with a certain speed. We could loosely talk here about emotional weight or intention. Time. Because we have a body and because we are in constant motion, we grow or evolve or change or accumulate over time into something. Universal skill time is about learning to see that there is time in everything. There is time in me, there is time in you. Having read up until this point in the book, you have accumulated something over the time it has taken you to read. There is time in your learning how to pause. When pausing and practicing universal skill time, we see that there is worth in things. Accumulated time is our way of sensing worth. What we spend time with has worth to us. What we spend time with is who we are and therefore relevant to what we do. Universal skill time becomes a bit easier to practice when we do not think too hard about the philosophical aspects of time. It is not about being right in an absolute sense, but about gaining a real sense of engagement with ourselves and with the life we are living. Everything worthwhile has time invested in it. So if you want to build something, invest time in it. This is a lot easier to maintain over time if we pause every now and then. Patterns. Our body, which is in constant motion, over time grows in certain naturally occurring patterns. This is our fourth universal skill. We are the way we are because we grew in the way we grew. And this is true for most everything. We look the way we look and develop in certain patterns because we have gone through life the way we did. Universal skill patterns is in part about learning to see some natural patterns. We will especially look for the patterns of waves, spots, and self-replication. We pause and see that there are wave patterns everywhere in life. Many things grow in waves or in rhythms. The sun rises and nature grows. The sun sets and nature rests. With each pause made, we create our own rhythm of growth. We become our own regular wave pattern. We pause and see that there are spot patterns in nature, as well as among people. We socialize in spots. Some people go here and other people go there. Standing in one certain spot, we are more likely to grow like this. Standing in another certain spot, we are more likely to grow like that. We pause and see that there are self-replicating patterns at all levels in life. Look at a tree and you will see the trunk split into two branches, and the two branches split into two twigs, and the two twigs each sprout two leaves each. This is an example of a self-replicating pattern, and people are in part the same, if we want to see it. creativity. Pausing and the first 4 universal skills are the raw materials we need to be able to be creative in life. We pause and know that we have a body which is in constant motion, and that in time will grow in certain naturally occurring patterns. With these raw materials we can do endless things. We can develop our 5th and final universal skill, creativity. So we pause and take a moment to think about what would be interesting to do with what we have. Often the difficulty here is not in getting ideas, but to act upon them. Universal skill creativity is about doing something, making something, creating something out of what we have. And then we have created something. We are holding something in our hands or standing in front of something which we ourselves made. And what we made has grown in the reassuring rhythm of regular pauses. What we made has grown in a natural way and therefore holds a self-evident place in the world. Now we have grasped the basics of our core skill pause, as well as our universal skills. With this, we are ready to move on to the 5 situations of pausing.